Awe-inspiring action, death-defying stunts, exotic locations, nefarious villains, and ancient artifacts. These are the reasons why our nation has become obsessed with the bombastic film serial, The Adventures of Mitch McCracken. Week by week, filmgoers such as yourselves flock to the local movie theater to enjoy each exciting new installment. But I need not tell you all this, because you all are huge fans of The Adventures of Mitch McCracken, aren't you? I assume so. Though there's perhaps one thing that you did not know. These films aren't just pulp stories cooked up by Hollywood. They're based on true events. Now, you all know of Nick Finch, Mitch McCracken's loyal companion who accompanies him on every adventure. Well, I am the real Nick Finch, and I have accompanied Mitch on many adventures over the years. Now, throughout this decade of the 1930s, Hollywood has put our adventures on the silver screen. But due to limited budgets, rudimentary effects, and puritanical sensibilities, they have failed to capture them in their true glory. Well, let's see. For example, in Mitch McCracken and the Ruby Staff, when Mitch enters the Chamber of Terror, he faces a room full of cobras. In the film, at least. But in real life, he faced much more terrifying creatures. Can you guess what those creatures were?
Cockroaches, butts.
I heard cockroaches, platypi, and butts. Yes, those were all very astute and accurate guesses. Cockroaches swarmed the floors of the chambers. Platypi, with their tails whipping them up to show us their quite plump butts. For some reason, the films could not source the platypi for these scenes, though they had plenty of cockroaches. Let's see another example. In Mitch McCracken and the Sapphire Compass, Mitch and I had to brave the treacherous tundra, where there was a fierce hailstorm falling upon us. In the film, at least. In real life, can you guess what much more treacherous obstacle we faced?
Cannibals?
Frog ring.
Snow.
This side of the audience is really on it. I heard cannibals. Yes. It was not hail raining from the sky. It was cannibals parachuting in from an airplane. Mouths open, forks at the ready, stabbing at us. We had to dodge this way and that to avoid their gnarled teeth. One more example. Let's see in Mitch McCracken and the Emerald Crown. The villainous LaRue perished when she fell from the horrendous cliff. In the film, at least. But in real life, what much more horrendous fate did LaRue face?
Food poisoning.
Quicksand, yes. We watched from a distance as she slowly sank, lower and lower, her face pale due to the food poisoning. And one last burp, and she was sucked down. For some reason, the films could not capture that 3-hour event of her slowly sinking. But so you see, the films don't hold a torch to the real events. And that's why I, Nick Finch, have gathered you all here to regale you with the 100% true tales of the adventures of Mitch McCracken. Now, which story to tell? There's so many, so little time. Perhaps I could use the help from a junior adventurer out there in the audience. If you would like to help me choose the adventure that I'm going to tell you about tonight, raise your hand to come join me on the stage. I know you are all brave. Let's see, do I hear some rustling over here. Treachery, oh wait. There's some pointing, I see. here. Now, junior adventurer, what is your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, are you ready to help me decide what quest we're about to hear tonight?
As long as it all ends in death, absolutely.
That is quite the thing to live up to. Well, Ryan, stand right here. Bring out the artifacts. Ryan, I want you to bring me the one that speaks to you the most. The quest for the totem. That's my favorite adventure. Let's give a big round of applause for Ryan. You've all no doubt seen the film based on the quest for the totem. Now the film picks up at the tail end of our last adventure before we go after the totem. And in that picture, it was set in a forest. But in real life, it was a much more unique location that we were in. Can you guess what that was?
The dentist office. Mount Everest. Roller skating rink.
Let's see, I heard the dentist office. That is correct. Over here, a waiting area, many people. Cavities galore in the 1930s. Drills whirring. The dentist was all set up. Right here. His hand quivering. And coming out from the bathroom, fresh off a root canal, was none other than Mitch McCracken!
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Mitch, you really gotta stop getting socked in the jaw all the time.
And it's all those sweets. Nick, this is it. This is the place. I can feel it. The map led us here, and I think that the ancient tomb of the Vikings lies under this dentist's office.
Well, that's why we came all the way to Scandinavia for your root canal. And that's why I tied up the doctor.
You never can be too safe.
Cruel way to tie me up, just like a patient.
Quiet, you. Or it'll be the laughing gas.
Will it be?
He definitely knows the way into the chamber.
I'm never talking. Nothing you can do.
Oh, really?
That's right.
How often do you floss?
Mitch, you wouldn't! You wouldn't! You wouldn't dare floss me!
I need the amber jewel of Eric the Red, and I'm not afraid to do what it takes to get it.
Unless you know my gums are flawless. Do your worst!
We'll see about that. Say ah. A little bit of blood here, huh?
A little blood never hurt me.
Oh, really? Looks like you need the water pick.
The water pick, no!
Tell me,
My tonsil suit!
where's the entrance to the tomb? There's got to be a secret button to push around here. Oh, spit.
It's under my chair.
Dang! I should have checked before I tied him up there.
That's all right. It's a mechanized chair. Help me with this crank. And there it is. But, Nick, we've got to be quick because O'Keefe's men could be here at any time. Follow me.
What about me?
More floss. Keep quiet, you. I've always wanted to do that.
Mitch, down there, I smell something. It smells like laughing gas.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Nick, this is great. We're so close.
You tell me.
Nick, before we get there, I wanted to tell you something.
This way.
Right, yes. Well, as we were preparing for the mission this morning,
Sounds hilarious.
I was getting our gear together, and I accidentally looked through your bag, and I found some love letters. They were from my kid sister, Daisy, to you. Isn't that fun?
Yes, Mitch, I have to tell you something, pal.
What is it, Nick? Because I know we've been best friends for a long time, and we wouldn't keep secrets from each other, right?
I have been secretly seeing your sister, Daisy.
My kid sister, huh?
I think we're out of the laughing gas. Yes, I'm sorry, Mitch. I am sorry. I didn't tell you. I was just worried that you'd get very upset, and then you'd binge more candy, you'd get more root canals, you'd get angry with me. I'm really sorry.
It's just, well, you know, we've been on a lot of adventures, and we've had a lot of times together, and, well, frankly, you're a bit of a womanizer.
I mean, what can I say, Mitch?
This is my point, Nick. Daisy's not just some notch on your belt, okay?
Right. Yes, of course, Mitch.
I'm very protective of my sister.
I know. I've seen the other men that she's dated, or the grades at least.
Well, what do you mean by that? Okay. Come on.
Mitch, I want to assure you that when I...
Hold on.
feel for her...
Be careful of this giant cavity. We've got to figure out a way to get across. What were you saying?
Mitch, perhaps this could help. I got her this nice lace scarf for our 3-month anniversary.
3 months, Nick? When were you going to tell me? The wedding day?
It's good material, right?
Yeah. Quality item. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Good.
Now,
Ripped. Oh, man.
Now watch out. The Vikings were well known to place death traps in their final chambers. If I'm correct, this is the Hall of the Swinging Axes. Oh, there they are.
You were right, Mitch.
And we've activated them. Now, Nick, it's a little dark in there. You have your flashlight. I'm going to need you to help guide me through because I'm going to be flying a bit blind and I'm going to have to trust you, Nick. Can I trust you, Nick?
Yes, Mitch.
All right. Stay here. Help me time it out.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay.
All right, I'm partway through.
Okay. 1, 2. Well, Mitch,
What?
question. Would you maybe give me permission to ask your sister to marry me?
To marry you? Isn't this all happening so fast, Nick?
Yes.
Well, we gotta talk about this later, okay?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go, hurry. Mitch, I can't see you. What's going on?
There's someone in here.
Who dares disturb the resting place of Eric the Red?
It's me, Mitch McCracken. I'm here for the Amber Jewel.
The Amber Jewel is only for the true of hearts. Only a person who does not keep secrets from his friends shall have it.
Very well then. I'm your man. I've always been honest with my friends.
I stopped the axes.
Good thing.
Grab the jewel if you dare, but know this. If you harbor a secret from those who love you, this shall not be a blessing but a curse.
Well, no problem. Like I said, I've got nothing to hide.
Think very carefully.
Mitch?
No, I've got nothing to hide.
Mitch McCracken, are you hiding something from me?
No, Ron! We gotta go! Don't worry, Nick. Mitch McCracken will not die today! Damn it, the scarf ripped! The scarf ripped! Don't worry, I've got more floss! Through the chambers of laughing, yes! We might die! I'm not kidding! We might die! Oh no, it's O'Keefe's man! Stop right there! Catch!
And we'll see you again in 6 months.
And so, with the jewel intact, Mitch and I returned to the States. Now, Mitch McCracken was very fond of his younger sister, Daisy, and they would often go to a location to meet. Now, in the films, of course, this was a nice picnic table in a park. But in real life, it was a much more unique location. Can you guess where that was? I heard cemetery. Yes, that is correct. In a cemetery, mourners gathering around graves, willow trees devoid of leaves, and Mitch McCracken and his younger sister, quite a knockout, Daisy.
It's always so peaceful here.
I still can't believe Dad is gone.
You know, at least he got to be buried right next to Mom. Daisy, I've always felt extra protective of you since they've been gone.
Well, you are my big brother after all.
And, well, I'd like to think that we're open and honest with each other, that we could tell each other anything.
Of course.
So, when were you going to tell me about Nick?
Mitchie, I was going to tell you, but you were going to do that big brother thing where you're going to tell me, no, it's too fast, he's your friend, and I just couldn't take it.
I know him. He's a great guy, but look, he leads a life of danger, adventure.
So do you!
Hey, he's got a new woman at every port. I just don't want you to get wrapped up in this life. I mean, I feel guilty enough being out on these adventures all the time, leaving you here.
Then take me with you.
Are you kidding? That's way too dangerous, Daisy.
You act like I'm a porcelain doll. You think that I have to be protected from this world. I know things. I've seen things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, this one time I went to the movies and they cut the guy's throat open. It was gruesome, I tell you.
I saw that one. Daisy, that's a movie, okay? It's a lot different when it's real life and the knife is at your throat.
Mitchie, I just feel like you don't trust me.
Well, you make it a little hard when you and Nick are running around behind my back. Daisy, don't look now. I think we're being watched. I noticed some people following us on the way over. I didn't think anything of it, but well, just relax, play cool.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Sure is.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
Pardon the intrusion. You are
What do you want?
Mr. Mitch McCracken, and this be your sister Daisy McCracken.
How do you know our names?
Andrew, please. Andrew, my assistant here. Allow me a moment to rest it upon this bench.
I've got this one here for you, man.
Thank you, Andrew.
You could take a seat here. We've journeyed from very far away.
Very far. A distant land. Yes.
How can I help you?
Light, please.
The winds of the cemetery were howling at that moment, and they needed to yell over its thick breezes.
I hope we are not too much of an intrusion. I know that you are visiting the grave of your parents, and I am sorry for your loss.
Well, thank you for the kind condolences.
Andrew, you, Daisy, are as beautiful as a desert rose. Have you seen one before?
I didn't know roses could grow in the desert.
They can, but they are very rare, as your beauty is as well.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Well, I can tell.
Take a seat, madam.
Nay.
Your heart contains.
No, Andrew, I must go above the grave.
Genus of that flora, you're coming to us today from Marrakesh.
Yes, I am. I've come specifically for you. You see, I require your assistance, for an ancient book has been stolen. From my family's archives. The most powerful book in existence. The Book
Of Truths?
Yes. The Book of Truths.
I don't believe you. That's a fairy tale.
It is not a fairy tale.
Mitch, hear him out. Maybe he's onto something.
You've heard of such a book, then?
Of course.
Well, there's one chapter specifically that's the worst. It brings back the dead.
That's what the stories say.
The stories ring true.
You'd never be able to read that chapter with the book alone. Why, you'd need another artifact.
Yes, you do. But that artifact has been stolen as well. Andrew, please. My voice is parched.
Yes.
Finish it.
Yes, the artifact has been stolen. That is why we sought you. We've traveled very far. You are the only one.
So the book's been stolen?
Yes. Yes.
And we need you to find it.
There was something left behind. A piece of paper with a symbol.
That's the sigil of House O'Keefe.
That's correct. The sigil of House O'Keefe. There, you will find a clue to the relic that could possibly lead you to the right path. The House of Keith. That is where you will find the very cruel man.
That's right. I fled from the House of Keith many years ago. I was taken in.
I've tussled with his henchmen many times before. You want me to go to the castle of my arch nemesis?
Yes.
And ask him for this book back?
Yet, retrieve it in any way you can. This book is dangerous. Again, it has the power to bring back the dead.
Mitch, you know what this means?
If you'll excuse us for a second.
You have to go.
You do not believe me.
Daisy, I don't know. If this is even true, I'm not sure we should be meddling in things like this, but
It is true. We've seen it with our own eyes.
I will prove it to you. I must do this, for I can only do this one time. I only remember one small fragment of the spell. Andrew, I'm sorry.
oh my God! Police! Police!
Wait a moment. Each nurse. Oh, there it! Rise, Andrew, rise!
Oh my God!
The bullets have fallen out of his chest, and he is perfectly healed. Is that proof enough for you?
Holy shit!
Yes, that is the power, Mr. McCracken.
How could you do that to me?
I knew it would work, Andrew. You must trust me at all times.
I quit!
Fine.
I need to find another one.
Then it looks like we're headed off to Scotland.
Yes, you are. Please, you must hurry. God knows who will be resurrected. And how many.
And so, Mitch, along with his sister Daisy, and myself were on our way to Scotland. We found ourselves, at least in the film, traveling via a cargo ship. But in real life, what vehicle, can you guess, did we take to Scotland?
Blimp.
Armadillos.
I heard something over here.
Blimp.
I heard blimp. Yes, that is correct. High in the sky, over the Atlantic, filled with gases, was a blimp. Mitch McCracken, the lovely Daisy, and I were being served a nice dinner. I'll sit here, thanks.
Yes, so, I'm sorry to inform you that this chef says that the cod is no longer in season, so you're going to have to choose something else. As a reminder, we have beef Wellington, and we also have the chicken.
I'll do the chicken, please.
Okay, chicken,
I'll do the beef.
beef, and
Chicken.
chicken. Chicken, beef, chicken. I'll be right back.
I still can't believe I agreed to take you along.
You've never been able to tell me no.
Could you send out the violinists?
Oh, sure. Oh, yes, of course. We are known for our violins.
So, Mitch, if you recall, in Scandinavia, we're having a discussion about perhaps something I wanted to do, and I never got a true answer from you. I was just wondering, if you could clarify.
I thought it over, Nick, and my answer is no. Not yet, anyway.
Chicken?
Okay, you guys are... And George.
Your chicken. Please tell me if there's anything else I can get for you.
You know what? Actually, start with
Yes.
this one he's watching his cholesterol, so maybe if you have something vegetarian, maybe mushy, he'll take that.
Oh, sure. Yes, I know just the thing.
Sorry about it, Mitch. I want to watch out for you, and I want to show you that I'm a very caring and paternal figure.
It's a vegetarian goulash, sir. Enjoy.
Great, thank you. That'll be easier on my fillings.
Daisy, this chicken looks wonderful. We should dig in.
We should.
Oh, wait. You should not cut that yourself. Allow me.
You're so kind.
Is that Chanel number 5 I smell?
It is.
Oh, Nick, it's so funny. This reminds me of that one time we were eating together in Bangkok, and we met those twins, and you said, oh, dear, don't cut your own food. Allow me to cut that. Oh, what a wild night we had that night with those twins. Wasn't that something?
You've never told me about this.
Well, what happens in Bangkok, it was many years ago, and they had frail hands.
But strong lips, eh?
Daisy, I just want you to know that whole life is behind me, okay? Just like this chicken, I am tender, I am juicy, and I'm losing the point of this. But I hope you get what I mean.
Of course I get what you mean. See, Mitch?
All right, listen. When we get to O'Keefe's castle, we're gonna have to sneak in. I've done some studying. It's an old castle. Not Middle Eastern, it's in Scotland.
Mr. O'Keefe, sir, are you sure it's such a good idea to go after the totem? I mean, to use the book, it will only get you so far, but then if you really want to raise all of the people from that graveyard in order to fuel...
Silence! I need it. I need the power to bring back all the people who have been taken from me. You know, at my height, I led legions of armies across the lands, and laid scourge to anyone who dared to stand in my way. But then, far off from across the world, from across the seas, came interlopers with mighty weapons, and they laid waste to my followers, and consigned me here to this pit of regret. But I shall indeed rise again. I shall find the book of truth, and with it the totem. And that totem, once it is magnified... Careful there, sir. Fix that. Once it is magnified by the blood of Mitch McCracken, then it shall not only bring back all of my hordes, but it shall bring back Griselda, my love, who can only be... Thank you.
I only worry, sir, you've lost so much before. The totem is not even known to certainly exist.
It does exist, I tell you.
But could you stand it if it did not?
No, I could not stand it. I will find the totem, and I will bring back Griselda, and Mitch McCracken will pay for the way he betrayed me.
I hope it's true. I'll be with you, you know that.
And so, as this was going on at the top of the castle, deep in its bowels, Mitch, Daisy, and I were going through its many treacherous traps in order to sneak in. The first of which, in the film, was a sewage system. In real life, it was not as icky. Can you guess what was the first step to sneak into the castle?
Rubber ducky.
A law office.
I heard trampolines. That is correct. In this particular Scottish castle, there were many trampolines at the bowels. And of course, the Scottish trampolinists guarding them.
Make it fast. I can't keep this up.
And she dismounted and faced us.
You try to cross this trampoline, you will have to get past me.
Very well. Should be fine as long as I don't get pinched in the springs.
That will happen. I wished I'd thought of that first.
Wait a minute, Mitch. This woman seems familiar to me. Oh, never mind. Nope, I don't know her. Wait. Keep going.
Do you know him?
No. She has a familiar-looking face.
Everybody says that about my face. I don't know him, but I recognize you.
Well, wait a moment. You don't recognize me?
I don't recognize you, but I recognize him. He's not my type.
Wait a moment. That's not what you were saying when you were leading me into your trampoline-themed bedroom.
Oh my God, how could I forget? That last time, we were at the trampoline park in the Highlands, on the moors.
Oh crap, you're Nick Finch.
secured because...
It was just last month.
Last month?
I thought you'd been dating for 3 months, Nicholas.
She is lying! That was... last month.
It didn't mean anything. I'm more attracted to him.
What is wrong with you?
Daisy, I'm sorry! Look, it was for a quest, okay? We had meant nothing. I had to seduce her in order to get some springs that we needed to concoct a plane to get out of the highlands.
That's right. Now I remember. You're the human trampolinist.
I think
You give everybody a ride.
It's true. I feel shame, but it's true.
General O'Keefe.
Aye! It appears that the trampolinist has been defeated. It was a magnificent battle in the air with Mitch McCracken. They flew at each other like jets. Good. I shall celebrate this first victory by walking successfully down.
Master O'Keefe.
But the bad one!
Master O'Keefe, you misunderstand me. She has been defeated. I didn't know it yet! He has gotten past our first leg. You doubt me?
I doubt that!
How could you betray me?
Father, I've come home.
My little bairn.
What is this?
I've seen the other side, Father.
What?
I have seen the other side, Father.
It's you!
The other side?
It was you all along!
Stop! I fear death no more. I have been there. That is not the end. Death is not the end, Father. You were right all along.
I can take him out of here and leave me alone. No, him, of course.
I only wanted to give you a taste, Father. A taste of the power.
You were going to kill me?
Yes, but only to bring you back. You will come back stronger. Trust me, Father.
You
I was always your favorite. Always your favorite.
I don't understand. How can you have been brought back from the dead?
Look at this scar. Huh?
But we don't have the book. We don't have the totem.
That's right. You need only know the incantations.
He's lying.
That's why I brought you back a souvenir. Someone who knows.
Bring him to me.
Yes, it was true. While we were on a quest to find the totem so we could read the book that would allow people to bring back the dead, this man here had memorized its power. And so they knew that he was the one person powerful enough to bring back the dead without the book. Let's see how that goes for him.
You betrayed me, Angel.
You killed me!
But I brought you back!
No. And when you come back different. You can only bring back one person at a time.
It was only
My
meant,
son, stand there.
it was only meant for one person.
Kill him.
Again!
Shoot him more, just because. You can save this bear.
Yes.
Then show me.
Never!
You'll do as you're told.
I'm not afraid to die.
And you'll die sooner than you think.
Nicht dras. Kundras. Nessa!
I'm fine.
Yes. I wasn't fully truthful. I memorized the entire book. But that's only to keep it safe, just in case it would fall in the hands of some cruel man like you. I know who you are.
Can you bring back all my hordes of soldiers?
Yes.
But can you bring back my Griselda?
Yes.
At that moment, the man thought of his oath, how he had promised to never do the bidding of an evil Scottishman. And so he did the only thing that he could do, was he took his own life.
I can't do all of those things.
In the films, of course, he had a cyanide capsule in his tooth. He bit into it, and he slowly foamed at the mouth and then dropped over. But in real life, what less gruesome way did he
Jumped out of
Spontaneous
Bureaucracy!
I heard something here.
Jumped out of the window.
Jumped out of the window, yes, looking over the Scottish Highlands. There was a great big window.
Yes, I can do all of those things that you say.
Then my quest is at an end. I will be powerful again. My hordes will return.
Very well.
My Griselda will be brought back to me.
If you put me on that ledge, I will say the incantation over the whole land.
Yes, at once. Put him on the ledge.
Dick, Daisy, we've been all through this castle, and we haven't found a trace of the book or the totem. The last place to look is here, in this graveyard, in this courtyard, under this giant window.
Mitch, you have to remember, they have the book, but we have no idea where the totem is.
They have the book here.
Yes!
Never! You will never get it! Ha
That is a very tall window.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to splat right in front of us.
So did I!
Courtyard.
Oh, God.
Oh! Daisy, don't look.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Why did you do that? Oh, God! Because he's clearly a zombified, horrible monster. I just was trying to buy us time. Mitch, help me!
It's not loaded! Wait! Look! Up there! It's O'Keefe!
I will walk up slowly.
Oh, there he is!
Sire, look what the power does to people. It makes them mad.
That was not the true power. It was only a little bit. Not enough for my purposes. And anyway, he's dead and gone. Which means I still need the totem to rule the world and regain the love of my heart.
McCracken's here.
It's such a long way down.
Yeah, you can see it tiny on the horizon.
It's
Mitch! Wait! Look! On this man! This fabric!
It's been imbued with his sweat. He had such a connection to the book that it's glowing. Why, it glows as it gets closer to the pages of the book. It must be down here in this courtyard somewhere. Under this stone. Of course, O'Keefe would put it in a low place, for he is terrible at walking down high things. We've got your book, O'Keefe!
And so, with the book in hand, we only needed the totem. Would Mitch find the totem before O'Keefe? Would he bring back his father? Find out after a 15-minute intermission. When we last left off on the quest for the totem, Mitch, Daisy, and I had discovered the book that could raise the dead, in the courtyard below O'Keefe's castle. And now we continue on the journey.
Mitch,
Felicity.
are you ever going to tell me why you gave me the urgent call to come to Scotland? Is Nick okay? He's my baby boy. I need to know.
He's fine. He's fine. I guess I was just curious if you had heard the news about him and Daisy.
Well, yes, I've known about it for months. But in your note, you said you had something special that you wanted to say to me? Was it about this?
Well,
I mean, I know we've known each other for years, but we hardly ever talk. It surprised me that you'd reach out to me if...
Felicity, I was in a dentist's office, the bowels of a dentist's office in Norway. I had to take an amber jewel off of the hands of a statue, and, well, that led to some soul searching when I realized I wasn't being entirely honest with Nick or even myself.
What are you lying to Nick about?
Well, it's really more a lie of omission. Felicity, I never saw myself as settling down.
Well, of course, in your line of work.
But, well, I care for you, Felicity. As more than just a friend.
What?
It's true. I'm in love with you.
I had no idea. I've felt the same way since you started working with Nick.
I don't particularly like telling this part of the story. But it is relevant. In the film, of course, they were meeting on a windy hill in the Scottish Highlands, but in real life, can you guess what much more romantic location in Scotland they were? I heard some things from over here.
Restaurant bathroom.
I heard some things from over here. A roller rink. Yes, what a lovely place. They were in a roller rink.
Come on now, they're calling the hokey pokey.
I can't skate very well.
It's all right, I've got you. Felicity, there's another reason I asked you to this royal roller rink here in Scotland. I've got you. It's all right. Yes. I know that you're the world's preeminent researcher in the totem. The totem of Veritas.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to believe what I'm holding in my left hand right now. The book! The book of truth. I've scoured it. It's filled with symbols, unrecognizable. Doesn't look like anything, but, well, you know the myths as well as I do. The totem. If you look through the eyes of the totem, the texts become clear.
And what exactly do you need from me? Because I am sure I recognize every symbol here.
I need a clue, something that will help me get to that totem before O'Keefe.
Let me look at the index to see where totem is.
Well, you can decipher the symbols.
Yes.
This is perfect.
All right. Totem, Scotland. Totem, Scotland. Totem,
So we're close.
Yes, we are in the right area. We must go on the green, mossiest hill up to the man with the golden cane, and he will advise from there.
And so, going up the hill, myself and Daisy, we're walking. I tried to hold her hand, her not returning my grasp, when suddenly we were met by none other than Mitch McCracken and... Mom? What are you doing here?
Mrs. Finch?
Hi, sweetheart. I was needed. You're not the only adventurer. I found a clue for you.
Mom, you have welts on your neck.
Those aren't welts. They're just...
Are you allergic?
I have a bruising condition because of my age.
Okay. Well, since you're here, Mom, remember that lovely dinner that we had, the three of us? Perhaps you want to tell Mitch about it?
Well, Nick cooked. I taught him how to cook. And he cooked for the three of us, and it was lovely, and there was candlelight. And I have to say, you did make the sweetest coffee. That's why I left at dessert. I felt like a third wheel. You two were so darn cute.
Yeah, I was so worried about you. Where did you go, Mom? And be honest, right?
Well,
you got Mommy, son, Biggie promise. Where were you?
Well, we've got something to tell you, Nick.
What's that, Mitch?
You might remember when I took the amber jewel, well, it crumbled the cavern we were in. Turns out I've got a secret of my own. Your mother and I, well, we have feelings for each other. I've been harboring deep romantic feelings for her, and I finally confessed them, and, well, she feels the same way.
Isn't that great, Nick? We can double date.
Is this why you didn't want me with Nick? Tell me honestly, Mitch.
Daisy.
Mitch, my mom! My Mitch!
I am an adult woman with needs. For love.
Wait a second. This hill, it certainly looks mossier than most. And that cane,
It's golden.
and unsturdy.
The king's greatest need is unsteady.
What?
I said the king's greatest need is unsteady.
The cane is great, but
Need is unsteady. Yeah.
Then you're the man on the mossy hill with the golden cane.
I am, and you be?
I'm Mitch McCracken.
McCracken! Oh, that's a great Scottish name, and that, isn't it?
Indeed. Our father was a Highlander himself.
Ah, was he?
Yes,
From around these parts, was he?
he was.
Ah, well, then you know this area great, so what brings you around here, McCracken?
It's a matter of great importance.
Wait! Do ye hold a book of truths in your hand?
We do.
Look at that! I never thought I'd lay eyes on it my entire life. But have ye had the totem?
We don't.
So you come to me to find it, do ye?
That's right.
And you think I'm just going to tell you where it is, like you're going to come up to the grassy area, ask the big old man, the shaky guy with the cane, oh, hey, where's the totem? I got the book of clues. Is that what you think?
You have to understand, we have
No, I'll give it to you. No worries. I just was asking if that's what you're thinking.
That's terrific.
Yeah. So, you want to find the totem, do ye?
Wait a second. Daisy. Part of me thinks we should just destroy this book to keep it out of the hands of O'Keefe. You know, if he finds it, he'll use it
But Mitch...
to raise all the henchmen through all the years that I've ever done battle with. There's hundreds of them.
Hundreds.
Yes. If they return to this earth as mindless zombies, well, he'll be able to take over the entire world.
But Mitch, if we get the totem, we can bring back Mom. Mom and Dad. Just think about it. We can be a family again.
I know. Daisy, I never told you all of what happened on the day that Mom and Dad died. O'Keefe was there.
And for this part of the story, I will go back. Mitch described it in detail to me many nights. And so, I will tell you all about that night from his perspective.
O'Keefe! I've got Griselda here! Release my parents, and we'll make a trade. All right? Now don't do anything foolish. We're here on top of the Eiffel Tower. It's very windy.
O'Keefe, don't let him do this to me.
I need you back in my life, Griselda.
I don't want to be back in your life like this.
But what good is it if I rule the world and you're not by my side?
I don't want you to rule the world, O'Keefe. Just be happy the way we are.
I can only be happy if you're with me.
Before I make the trade, I need assurances that my parents are safe.
And so they brought out Mitch's parents, his father and his mother, who suspiciously in an Oedipal complex kind of way looked a lot like my mother.
Son, Mitch!
Dad, it's okay.
Don't worry about us, just save yourself!
I'm fine, Dad. Mom!
Son, save us.
I will. All right, can I trust you? Can I trust that you'll make this deal? You're telling the truth?
Aye. Give me my Griselda first.
Fine. Go
You can't trust this guy, son.
Kill them now!
And now, back to the present in the story.
I was a fool to trust what O'Keefe said, to take it at face value. That's why it hurt so much when you and Nick hid your relationship from me. It drove O'Keefe to this terrible mission. Well, it leads to nothing but trouble. And losing Mom and Dad, you're my only surviving family. Daisy, I'd hate to think what would happen if Nick dragged you along on another one of our foolhardy adventures and you fell into danger. You too, Felicity.
Mitch, I care about you and I care about my mother. So let's just keep on this quest. I don't want to fight with you, and hopefully this guy with the golden cane doesn't make us fight or some weird test to get the totem.
You're right. You're right. Once we have the totem, we can bring Mom and Dad back and everything will be fine.
So how do we get the totem?
Yeah.
So, the first thing you're gonna have to do is fight.
I'm sorry. It's the rules. Fight you?
No, you're gonna have a fist fight with each other. Just gonna knock each other down. Somebody's got to get hurt, that's all.
What?
One of you's got to knock another one out.
I'm really confused. Why do we have to do this?
Just because it'd be fun.
Earlier you seemed so amenable to just handing the totem over.
Yeah, but then this guy comes over here and he says, what if we have to fight? I thought that might be fun to watch, so get to it, lads!
You know what? I'm not afraid. So, Mom, hold my hat.
Daisy? My satchel?
I don't know who I'm rooting for in this fight.
Neither do I, but it's gonna be fun, right? Get to it, lads!
Mitch, you taught me everything that you know. So, there's nothing that you can do that's going to surprise me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nick, watch out
You
for his
and
right
me.
hook.
For his what?
Don't hurt him!
You always did have an iron jaw there, Nick.
That was a good one. That was good. Look good there.
One of us hasn't been to the dentist 4 times in the past 5 months.
I like gummy bears, damn it!
Your gummy bears got us killed, almost killed, and married cats!
I didn't!
That was a weird one there. It was like you landed it and then it hurt. And then, I gotta see that again. Just one more punch. One more punch and then we're done. Okay, let's get it. Come on.
So you're pulling out all the stops, the old delayed punch.
Yeah, that was a great one. This guy right here.
You got it, Nick?
Wow! You guys are great. I've never seen that before. Okay, you're done. No more fighting.
Wait. Knock me out.
Oh, do it.
I can't fight my friend anymore. Come on, Nick. I deserve it. I should have told you the truth about being in love with your mother much earlier. It's been way longer than 3 months that I've had feelings for your mom.
Mitch,
Come
I
on.
can't knock you out in front of your sister. What do you think about this, Daisy?
You can do it, though.
I mean, it is your mom. That's just a little icky, right?
And why is that, Daisy?
Don't make me make you two fight. Just get over it.
I agree with him.
Ladies, calm down.
Oh, no, I agree.
Get
We should just...
All right, let me hold my hat.
I'll take mine.
Maybe we should fight.
So now they're gonna fight too. It's a fun one. You only have to do one punch, ladies. That's all. Just one.
You know what? All those evenings I came over for dinner, all those evenings you just were so sweetheart and whatnot. You didn't tell me you were dating my brother? Well, this makes me wanna...
He told me not to!
Listen, are you okay?
Daisy, how can you punch my mom?
You punched my brother!
All right. You all threaten me. How did you cause enough trouble?
Listen. You're done punching each other. Here we go. You clearly have some more stuff to work out, but I'm gonna give you this. This is the cane.
The golden cane.
It's the golden cane. Now hold on. I gotta hold it for a little while because I'm still unsteady.
Gonna say.
Okay. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the lowest point in the dale. You're going to take this cane. You're going to find 3 stones. At the epicenter of the stones, where the 3 would intersect if the line were drawn from them, you're going to jam this into the ground. And at that point, you'll know. And everything will become clear. The portal will open and you'll get down.
And so we went off to the gale. But meanwhile, Keith was right on our heels.
And then he said that everything will become clear. That's what I heard.
We are closer than we've ever been before.
We have it. We're going to make it happen.
Yes.
But sir, before we set off, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. I never quite...
5 feet 6 inches tall.
Thank you for your honesty, but that wasn't it. It's a bit... Well, I've just always wondered. My father, the man with Griselda before you came along and gave her true love.
Why do you remind me of this?
He was the senior McCracken, wasn't he?
Aye. He was Mitch McCracken's father.
So all this time, McCracken had this connection to my mother, and yet he murdered her in cold blood. Is that what you've hidden from me all these years?
Yes, but now it's time for no more hidden secrets. We're so close. You don't need that man to be your father. You have me now.
I can't live knowing he's out there. He's this villainy inside of him that he'd take something like that from someone else. I'll follow you to the totem. I'll follow you back to my mother, but I have to kill Mitch McCracken.
Well, now, what an interesting coincidence. I did not need that. Because I, too, want to kill Mitch McCracken.
But you'll leave it to me. Let me prove myself to you. Finally.
I find Mitch McCracken, and when you do, kill him with this.
And so, Mitch, Daisy, my mother, and I were in a little dune buggy on our way to the gale.
So, we've taken the high road, now we gotta take the low road.
I'm glad you two are okay, and that you didn't have to, like, kill each other or eviscerate each other or anything.
You know, that night, on the Eiffel Tower, I wasn't aiming for Griselda. I was aiming for O'Keefe. But it was so windy. My aim was off. I've never forgiven myself. I killed an innocent woman just because she was the romantic interest of my nemesis. It didn't excuse my behavior.
We're going over a bump. In 3, 2, 1.
Mitch, I think you're being too hard on yourself. You can't take responsibility for every death in the world.
True, but do you remember when your mother used to read you stories? And they always had a lesson at the end?
There they are, men! There they are! Remember! Mitch McCracken is either the bosses or the other persons, okay? Don't kill them!
Step on it, Nick.
Down! We're getting in the rain!
Here, hold it. Watch out, Mitch! Daisy, look out! Oh, way to go!
Shoot the tire!
We're veering to the left! Oh no! Mitch, we'll sandwich them between us! All right. 1, 2, 3! Mitch! That henchman! He drove away with your sister.
Oh no.
I think I wounded one of them, though.
Why didn't you stop her, Nick? Why didn't you stop the henchman? Why didn't you stop him? The dune buggies. It was hitting the gas tank. It's all out. We're stuck here. I'm sorry.
You gotta go get her. You gotta find her.
Nick, we gotta press on. We're gonna run out of time. Surely by now O'Keefe knows the location of the totem. Will you rescue my sister while we get the totem?
I will.
Nick, I trust you.
And so I was off. But my mother and Mitch went down into the gale, looking for those 3 rocks where they intersected.
This has got to be the place. I've never seen intersecting rocks before, but damn it, if those rocks aren't intersecting.
Oh, no, that's an intersection for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I see. Angle, angle, angle. Do it, Finch.
Hold the book, Felicity.
But of course, it couldn't be that simple. Now in the films, due to limited time, they skipped over this part. But in real life, there was one more obstacle. Something that the man with the golden staff did not tell them about. What was the obstacle lying in their path?
Giant cat!
I heard something right here. Yes, a spider web stretching across the strands of silk, so small you could barely see it, and crawling upon it was a spider. I think.
Well then, all that's left is to... Oh, I hate that feeling!
Oh my God, look! That is the biggest spider I've ever seen!
It's it! Careful, it's a venomous Highland spider!
Oh no, not a venomous Highland spider! Oh!
Stay back!
No!
Daisy!
Wait.
Hurry up, Daisy!
Spider, be dead!
And with that, my mother, Felicity, slayed the spider.
Thank you. You did it.
I did it. I'll do anything for you.
I love you, Felicity. Then,
Together.
there's nothing left then for us to go in and get the totem. After me.
As they went in, I met with O'Keefe's man at the edge of a cliff, holding Daisy.
Mitch McCracken doesn't come for this, no one will.
I'm here. Nick Finch.
It's not even Mitch McCracken.
Where's Mitch?
Mitch is going after the totem to stop O'Keefe.
You want me to get him?
Shoot.
No!
You're not the man I was looking for.
Nice job. No! Daisy. Why did you duck? Why did you move? Daisy, I'm sorry. Say something.
It hurts.
I'm so sorry.
Why did Mitch come? He wouldn't have let this happen.
Daisy, the light's fading from your eyes. I love you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I slept with the trampoline woman. I was scared. Okay? I was scared of getting too close to you, and I was looking for something in the hands of a bouncy woman I shouldn't have. But I know that I love you. You can't die.
She already is. It's done. Do you know why? Because this is what happens to those who align themselves with Mitch McCracken. Help me end him.
Daisy, we're gonna find the totem, and I'm gonna bring you back.
It's gotta be just through here.
Who dare enter the chamber?
Who's there?
The guardian of the chamber.
It's an adventurer.
A pair of adventurers who seek the totem.
Ah, of course. But there be one riddle ye must solve, for the totem to be hand resolved.
What is it?
What be smaller than a cat, but larger than a dog?
Smaller than a cat, but larger than a dog.
Love? I mean, usually they say love is the answer to everything.
You're right, Felicity.
And it can be so small.
That's
that
right.
it can fit anywhere.
Yes!
You're amazing at this.
It is love! No one's ever said that before. I've received many strange answers.
Well, you know, people try to get so fancy, right?
Yes, always trying to be complicated. But do you have love in thy heart? There you go.
There it is.
The answer is yes.
Now we can use it to get the book. Do you have the book?
I gave it to you.
I left it outside at the entrance to the cave.
Come
I'll
on.
go get it.
Let's go.
Right.
But at that moment, I stood next to O'Keefe, who was holding the book, and me at gunpoint. When Mitch and my mother entered from the temple.
I left it right here, O'Keefe.
Itsy bitsy little frackin'. If it isn't Mitch McCracken.
What are you, Dr. Seuss?
Up the water it is brackin'. Just like the tears of Mitch McCracken. Look, his muscles, they are slacking. Getting old there, Mitch McCracken.
Enough, O'Keefe.
You find gas by going fracking. You'll understand that in 30 years, Mitch McCracken.
Well, if it isn't little O'Keefe, 5'6", holding on to his beef, I'll see you fall just like a leaf, and I'll take you right across the street. Damn it, O'Keefe's tougher than McCracken.
I was always a better rhymer than you. Come, give your old friend a hug.
Listen, just let them go. It's me you want. You've got the book.
Mitch, Daisy's dead.
Okay, take Nick. Mitch! What do you mean Daisy's dead?
Right. I wish to talk to Mitch McCracken alone.
I'm sorry.
And my parents are dead, and my sister's dead. I'm all alone in this world.
Send them away.
It's okay.
There was a time when I would never have held a gun on my good friend Mitch.
Back in our college days, when we were roommates.
Your father, he was my greatest lieutenant.
Yes. Forget what I said about roommates. That timeline makes no sense.
It's all true. Watch this. Remember how I could never walk down a hill before?
Yes, I remember when my father served you. He used to have to carry you down staircases, down hills, down moors.
How we used to laugh about that in college, you and I. You killed my Griselda.
You killed my parents.
Your father did something bad too.
My father had no secrets from me. We were best friends before he died.
Why did you betray me? Why do people betray where they should love?
Because I found out my father's secret. He had an affair. And
with Gretel?
yes! I thought that my father was my hero. He was my idol. When I found out that he had an affair, well, tore me up inside. That's why I put the banana peel on the staircase that day when my father was carrying you downward. In front of Griselda, I made sure she saw.
This is more tangled than the giant spider webs in those caverns.
That's true. But it all boils down to one thing. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
Are you prepared to pay the price for your infidelity?
It depends on what that is.
I will take the totem and the book. I will raise my hordes. I will bring back my Griselda, and I will rule the world, and you will be cast into oblivion like so much dust.
Well, no, I don't really like that deal.
But it is too late, because even now, the totem has been stolen by one of my henchmen, who right now will enter the cave and give it to me.
But I
Wait for
I gave it to Felicity.
The joke's on you, Marty! I've got the totem and you've got him!
It looks like we're going to have to work together. To trust each other. We find ourselves in the same predicament. You've got the book, I've got the totem. Well, Felicity does.
What are you suggesting?
We can bring back our loved ones. You can live in happiness with Felicity. I can get my parents back. But only if we work together.
I can never work with you. You betrayed me.
You're heading down, getting your loved one back. This, and us together, can bring you Griselda.
One step closer and I break this totem in half.
O'Keefe, with love, you don't need your wicked armies.
I have...
Wait a moment! Mitch, don't break that. That is how we get Daisy back.
Oh my God, you're right. I forgot. Daisy's dead too. Fine. If you bring back my sister, you can have the totem and do whatever you want with it.
Oh no. We do this together.
Where is she, Nick? Where's Daisy?
I brought her. I carried her and I laid her right over there.
Daisy!
No!
How did I not see?
How dare you!
Never! Stop that! This will not work! I am too filled with hate! Oh! Oh! That was the craziest thing! But now, I have the book, and I have the totem,
out of here. Come on, good feet. Mitch. Bring her back. Let death's power no longer be strong, but turn lazy. Totem, book, raise my sister Daisy!
Daisy. Mitch. Mrs. Finch.
Daisy, are you okay? Daisy.
This is all your fault.
Daisy, I'm so sorry. We did it. We brought you back. Daisy, if there's something I've learned, it's that, well, your loved ones are your loved ones. They aren't perfect. Sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes their aim is a little off. But, well, what the true bedrock of love is learning to forgive and move forward. If you really do love someone, then you set them free. That's right, Nick. You're a great guy. You're my best friend. If you want to marry my sister, and she's not opposed to the idea, well, I think you two would make a fantastic couple. What do you say, Daisy?
Say yes.
And so, we said yes to each other, and I do at the altar. And after that point, we find Mitch and Daisy back at the graveyard where they started. Book in hand, totem in hand, and a question in mind. Do they awaken their dead parents? Let's see what they decide.
Daisy, Dad wasn't perfect.
Neither was Mom.
Really? Dad had an affair.
Oh,
I
Mom.
never told you I was sparing your feelings.
Mom was just a really bad cook. Dad had an affair?
He did. But I miss them every day.
I miss them so much.
I blame myself for their death, too.
You have to let that go. Mitch, I'm having second thoughts about raising them from the dead.
Really?
They're peaceful together, forever.
And maybe it's best we lay these artifacts to rest. We can't risk anyone else having this power.
It's too dangerous.
There's no kind of curse on these like there was on the cane, where if you break them, you die. I looked through the book. I didn't see anything. I think you're okay.
I think so.
Mom, Dad, we love you. We'll make you proud.
Rest in peace.
Was there a curse on those objects?
Yes, there was.
Yes.
They all died.
Perhaps. But that is a tale for another time. And so wraps up the quest for the totem. The end.
I'm the artistic director of Synergy Theater. Adventure Serial was created and directed by Griffin Davis Beer. The beautiful set that we've been performing on was designed and built by Eileen Tumlin and Adam Levin. And the original music you've been listening to all night was composed and performed by Arastu Darakshan. Thank you so much for being here. week tomorrow, and then we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. If you had fun tonight, please come back and see it again. It's always brand new, always improvised, and always based on your suggestions. Please tell your friends. We have some postcards on the table. Take them and give them out to the people you love. We would love to perform this show for bigger and not better on it. And tell your friend. Oh boy, the problem is I still have like 20 minutes to go here. And he's gonna die in 3. Right, all right. Also in April, our next show is My Dearest Love. It's a full-length improvised play filled with shocking confessions, betrayals, deceptions, all in the style of an 18th century French comedy of intrigue. And we have some postcards on the table advertising that as well. Please come back. Folks, if you think improvisation looks like fun, it is. And if you're wondering, oh my goodness, can I do that? You can. And Synergy Theater teaches classes. And the big news is we have our regular classes going in Berkeley, but starting at the end of March 27th, we're going to start teaching classes right here in Walnut Creek through the Walnut Creek Park and Recs Department. It's a class for beginners, so if you have no experience with improv at all, but you want to give it a shot and see if you could have some fun, please check it out. I'll be sending out some information about it if you're on our mailing list. Check it out on the Walnut Creek Arts and Rec Department. Come take a class with Synergy Theater. You'll have a lot of fun. If you have a friend in the cast and you want to say hello to them, we'll all be waiting out for you by the stage door. You can come there and say hello to us. On the way out, you'll see a big plastic bucket there. We're a 501c3 organization. We depend very heavily on the generosity of our patrons. If you have a couple of bucks and you wouldn't mind throwing it in the bowl for us, we'd appreciate it. If you have a lot of money and you want to write us a big check, then you can grab one of those envelopes on the table, take it with you, and help us keep doing what we do. We'd appreciate it very much. You are an awesome, awesome audience. Definitely the best we've ever had.